I don't know. Probably.
Probably.
Let me see. We
Episode 23. I'm just gonna call it 23, even if it's
yeah.
not.
No, yeah. 23.
I
You're
knew
right.
it. See, I'm on it. Now we're gonna take a second and just appreciate the hair growth so far.
It's
That
looking more even, huh?
that first episode, bro, it still got to fill in a little bit, but I thought I was gonna go bald. I did.
Now you look like Bad Bunny back in the days.
Like what?
Bad Bunny back in the days.
Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
Thought you
Or
said Bugs Bunny first, and I was
no,
like, what
no,
the
no,
fuck
no,
is
no,
that
no.
supposed to mean?
Yeah, it kind of looks like either that, or if not, with the beard, will be like Anuel Double A.
I'll take it.
Probably people who know can tell me if I'm right or I'm tripping. But I
How
feel like
was your how was your New Year's Eve? I think we did the same exact thing. Well,
which is absolutely nothing. Honestly, I
you
here
probably did
was
one
like
less thing than I did.
maybe. Here was like rainy or gloomy, like it
Yeah.
wasn't nice at all. And then my brother went down to San Diego. My sister, she went to the desert with her boyfriend, and my stepmom stayed in San Diego because she still had to work. So it was Angelica and myself here, and we just watched Stranger Things, and that's it.
Yeah, that's basically what I
I
did.
actually thought of opening a bottle of wine we got that I got from Argentina. Actually, I found a very nice wine, and I was thinking of putting it in the fridge and then opening, it, and I completely forgot. I'm like, ah, well, fuck that.
Yeah.
So no drinks, no special food, just my OG oatmeal with eggs.
Ugh, the eggs and spinach and shit in it.
Ah, it's so good. I was thinking on this you will like. Hear me out. Remember the polenta that we ate?
Yes, of course I do.
I was thinking on getting a pack of that and replacing the oats with that.
Where are you getting what do you mean a pack of that?
Oh, you can get it at any grocery store.
Shut up.
I told you, bro, the Bob's Red Mill brand.
No, they had to have put some other stuff in it though.
Well, yeah, first depends on how they make it. They probably make it with milk. That's usually how you would want to make it. But then they also had it in that one we ate. They had also cheese and mushrooms, which
Mm.
is things that I put on my meal.
Nah, it was good there. I don't trust whatever you got in that bowl, bro.
Well, I probably won't make it with milk, but I trust me. I mean, it will be better than with oats for your tasting at least.
Probably.
I will probably go on today at Sprouts and get a bag and try it. Maybe we shall see.
So it's only I feel like it's only right. What are your if you care to share with the pod, what are your goals for
For
the
this year,
for the year?
oh, I actually wrote them on my broadcast channel. Hold on, let me pull it out. So, first goal is gonna be grow my IG to at least 3,500 followers. I'm
What
at
are you at now?
two and a half.
Two and a half?
So doable, given that that sourdough freaking post gave me like 300, and I
Off
love the
one?
people of one. But the thing is, they are all not the type of people we serve, and not the type of
Yeah,
people
of
who
course.
would follow my Instagram for tips. So I don't know. I honestly was expecting for the following count to drop after me posting my check-ins at least, like most probably, and it barely dropped. So I'm like, all right, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But anyway, 3,500. Read 30 books between fiction and self-help/self-development. I read 18 in the past 6 months, so I think it should be doable.
Damn. You
I
went
know.
through 18.
Yeah.
So what are you but before you continue, what are you doing to get that done? Like are you doing an hour? Are you doing 10 minutes a day? What are you doing?
So my trick, and this is what helped me incredibly a lot, is reading while I get my steps after my meals.
There's just no shot, bro. Number one, I don't well, that doesn't matter. It's Florida, so I can go outside. But I can't read. You can't. There's no way I can read a book while I'm walking.
Bro, I'm on my walking pad. I'm not moving technically. Yeah, I may
Still,
like go like a little bit to the sideways, but I feel it and then I correct. At the beginning, it was a little bit challenging, but after a while, you get used to it. Yeah, you're still gonna
Mhm.
go like a little bit to the side, but then you hear your shoe kind of like rubbing against the end of the walking pad, and then oh, okay, go a little bit to the
You're
middle.
asking for it, bro. You're asking for it.
Come next month, is like, so how are you still reading? And with a black eye, no,
Yeah, no.
no, but
So what do you
seriously,
think? Like, what do you think that's like? What, an hour a day?
at least 45 minutes because
Okay.
I'm walking after meals two, three, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. But then after meal number 5, I'm usually either not like watching a part of the show that I'm watching while at dinner or just using my phone. So it's really not reading.
Yeah.
So
So
45 minutes a day.
what do you think is because majority, if not all of those, were more self-improvement type
Yeah.
books? What do you think is, if you had to pick one thing, because I think this is a loss. This is why I want to get I'm starting to get back into it. You've inspired me to get back into it. It's a lost art, if
Mm,
you can call it that. Like, nobody, I don't know a ton of people that like read books like that, except for the people who, are kind of in our, environment, that kind of thing.
yeah.
But outside of that, I don't think it's necessarily a popular thing, but I think it's which is dangerous and sad to think about. And I hate when I think about it and I'm like, damn, dude, like before this year, it's like I haven't read a book and fuck, who knows? I gotta, get back to reading more.
Yeah.
So that's a goal of mine this year. But what's one thing you would say is like the biggest thing you've taken away?
So I would say the biggest and easiest actionable step that I've got from everything will be from the let them theory, which is basically it's not just let them, it's let them and then let me. So
Hmm.
let them do as they want and let me control what I can. Or let
Hmm.
me decide what affects from what they're doing and whatnot. Because
Yeah.
usually when you're stressed about any situation that anyone else is doing is because you don't want to let them do it. You want to control them instead of just let them do whatever the fuck they want. You like let me control how that affects me. Let me decide how that affects me. So that is probably the biggest actionable step. But then the most impactful and mind opening is gonna be from the Joe Dispenza's book, how the meditation and the quantum realm aspect
Yeah.
and the millions of opportunities and millions of how what's the word that he puts like uh it's not destinations, but I can't think of the right word, but for your own path, like millions and millions of options of outcomes you can have
Yeah.
based
Yeah.
on what you want to do and the energy you want to bring forth and whatnot. And the example he uses with his daughter, I don't know if that's on the Breaking the Habit or on the other one, but
If
it is
if it's
definitely
if it
both.
is in that one, I haven't gotten to it yet. I don't think.
It's then it's probably in the Becoming Supernatural. That's another
Okay.
great book that you should read right after.
Yeah.
It's a very good example of how he tells his daughter. Let's say the woo word manifested as a scholarship in I think it's Italy for 6 months in this school doing X, Y, and Z, like very specifically, and that's what she got it. Like she got
And
the exact same things
you said that they did that. They
through the quantum meditations
were like,
and all
okay,
those
okay, okay, gotcha,
practices. Yes.
gotcha.
So that's probably like the biggest and most mind blowing thing, most fascinating thing that I've read of all the books. But then there's so many, like it's just yeah,
That one for me, is it kind of puts real science to it a little bit
yes,
behind, because up until this point it's more of like it's a weird, like, I know that that was true, but I hadn't really ever read it in a explained out way like that, to where now it's kind of like completely solidified. And like, in my opinion, the big problem I think for people with that kind of mindset is going to be, and I don't know if you agree with this, but sometimes those things don't fall through, no matter how much you're, doing that kind of stuff, you know, putting that out every single day. Like, but it probably will still come, just it's not at the point in time you thought it was going to come.
Yeah,
Whatever it is you're asking the universe whatever for. So I think that's where, at least for me, until I really like just was like fuck it, bought into it. It was the same way. It was like people will ask once or twice, pray on it once or twice, whatever it is, and then not do shit after, put zero
yeah,
effort into it after. So I think that was a part that I read at one point too, which was like solidifying that don't do that and expect results. Like there has
yeah.
to be, I forget what the three parts were. It was like uh, it was in when he was explaining how they like prayed for those people that were in the hospital
Mm-hmm.
in the past and they ended
Yes,
up being better.
getting
And he
better.
said that you had to have that there was three control groups in a study that they did, and one of them like just thought on something, one of them had like a strong emotional connection plus the like you know what I'm talking about,
Yes,
plus like the really direct thought, and then there was like one more piece to it. And I think that was like the action part behind it. But it's like you can do all the manifestation, praying, whatever you want, but like you have to put the action behind it. But for me, reading that book when it was like laid out in more of a here's some studies, scientific stuff behind it as well. It's a little bit easier to buy
accept.
into for me.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
100%.
absolutely agree. It's not like you're gonna like with anything. It's not like you're gonna meditate 5 days in a row and wishing for $10,000 to fall into your bank account and it's gonna happen. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't work like that. It can take years, but the thing is
yeah,
that it's like it needs to be consistent and absolutely, like you say, your actions need to reflect what you're wishing for. Like in the case of this scholarship his daughter got, you just can't sit down in your house and wish for a scholarship to come. No, like she needs to apply, she needs to send emails, she needs to network, she needs to talk to people. And it may not come from any of those things that you reached out, or any of those people that you reached out to, but you put the energy towards that desired outcome, which is what brings
yeah,
forth what you want.
yeah. And in the simplest form too, it's like I say like think this to myself, where it's like no amount of the negative energy and the worrying about whatever it is ever helped. So it's like at least put that energy into the positive,
Yeah.
thoughts and actions and all that kind of shit. So yeah, that book was really good. I think I have the 15 laws or whatever. Um, I think that's what it's called. What is it? 15 in you
Uh,
recommended it to me as well. I
yeah.
just haven't started
The
it.
15 invaluable laws of
Yeah,
success,
yeah, yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. After that one, I think I'm gonna read one that my buddy recommended to me. It's called the 12-week year.
All right.
Um,
Haven't read that
I
one.
don't know if you've heard of that one, but it's like the whole thing is basically just almost a similar reconstruction of yourself as like the breaking the habit of being yourself, or like
Mhm.
atomic habits, that kind of thing. But it sets you up and gives you a clear path on you pick one very specific goal, and it kind of teaches you how to block out the noise and like do the most important tasks, at the beginning, and those kinds of structural things. And
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a do as much as some people do in 12 months in 12 weeks. That way you can have 4 years inside of a year if you're doing
Yes.
those
I,
blocks.
I think I've heard of it. That rings a
Yeah.
bell. Definitely.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm
Let me know how it goes. I would definitely love to hear
I'm
it.
currently so my buddy recommended to me. He was reading it, and part of the book is like find someone to not like hold your hand, but like more of like an accountability. Like you're both kind of doing a similar thing, so you can
Mhm.
keep each other in check. And so I haven't started the book yet. He's like halfway through it or whatever. But I still made like I had ChatGPT kind of create me. I put in what my goal is, what all those deliverables are, whatever, and had it create me what the book would help me create in terms of the
All
day to
right.
day, weekly structure, that kind of stuff. So
Oh, there you go. That
yeah.
works.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
read I'm gonna read that book after I finish that.
Yeah. Going
Yeah,
back to the other goals. So 30 books. That's easy. I want to get more into like fiction also, and not dive too much into like self development. So right now I'm reading Red Rising. Is phenomenal. I'm
mm,
devouring this book. But anyway, Next will be grow my business to over 10K a month recurring.
Mm-hmm.
I find that decent, very doable. Not counting all the peefs, not feeling peefy. The peefies come on top of it. Then ideally, I put in between brackets, God help us, launch the cream of rice brand with Mac.
I
Uh,
can't wait for that.
Dude, me neither. But it's like I see now that Muscle Sports, I believe it is, it's also got out with his own cream of rice. Then Dragon Pharma has its own cream of rice as well, and I'm like, fucking a. So it's kind of like FOMO that hits me a little bit, but
Yeah,
we'll
but
see.
I mean, I think you have a very good launch platform with everybody that ECA, all those kinds of things. Like you know too many people that are like chomping at the bit to get
Yeah,
that kind of
and
stuff.
I
So
still believe the price aspect will definitely help us
a
out a
100%,
lot, 100
100%.
for sure. And the last one will be move the fuck away from Cali.
Yeah,
And
dude.
I wrote next to it. This one feels it's close. Like I feel it's close, and my heart races at the thought of it. So yeah, I was
Yeah.
doing some. So with my mentor from Nick's mentorship, um, I was doing my KPIs for the month and putting on
Hmm.
my numbers, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, I'm like super close. I'm like
Yeah.
almost hit my revenue goal for this month. I missed by $200 literally.
Oh, fuck.
I know. I tried to close
That
one
I'm
like on
counting
the
that.
like last night. I wanted to close it. I'm like, fuck, I couldn't get it to close. So it's okay. I'll hit it this month easy. Um, but yeah, I saw
I
the
would have
numbers. I'm
texted a
like, oh
current
shit,
client and been like, "Hey, can I have a deposit on next month of $200?"
can I get an advance?
Yeah.
No. I wanted to get an extra one. But yeah, those are my goals. How about yours?
Similar with the business. I think I had a handful, not too many months under 10. So I just want to be in a point where that's a very consistent with the business, but I also want to hit 80 to 100,000 this year with the detail business,
Mm.
which is super doable. Um,
Between both or just the detail business? You mean?
no, just the detail business.
Okay. Nice.
So if if I were to, let's say I went nowhere with the coaching business and did exactly what I did this year,
Mm.
if I could do that with the detail, I'd be close to definitely in the twos probably at that point if I could do a
Nice.
100 from each. Um, super doable. Um, I don't have 30 books on my on my docket. Right now I just have 10 to 15. Um, this was your start year, so you're a
Hmm. I know.
seasoned vet at this point. I'm just getting started, but um, I don't know if I'll do this. I want to do this, but I want to build. I want this year to create the option. We talked about this for me to be able to move,
Go
like,
away. Yeah.
yeah, like maybe like 6 months to a year out of the country or something. I think
Hmm.
that would be cool.
That's
So
a good amount.
coaching business, dude, honestly, like, fuck, even if I made half of what this year, I'd be balling somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If I
sure.
picked the right place.
That's the
So
thing
I'm
you
not.
gotta consider is you gotta leave the detail business in good
So
hands up and running.
it, that's the biggest. As long
Yeah.
as that's good, which ads and communication and stuff I can all run from wherever. But I trust the dude I do it with. So uh,
All right.
by that point, like if I'm in that position, then I can hire somebody else too or expand or whatever. So
Gotcha.
I wouldn't be too worried about that. But um, what were my other ones? Oh, 260 lean. And when I say 260 lean, I mean barely on the cusp of you're not fat.
Yeah. So you still have some lines.
Yeah. Just again, like less chubby than I was this year.
Yeah.
I got to that point this year, but was just less chubby than I was the first time, but more chubby than I wanted to be. But obviously, we have a somebody said in the live chat, 260 lean equals open. Not at 6'3", my boy. Actually, I don't know what my cap would be for classic.
That's a good
Do you know?
question. No, I always forget. Hold on.
But I won't be competing this year regardless.
Weight cap for classic physique at 6'3" is 239 pounds.
Ooh, so yeah, I'd have to be an open 100%.
Well, honestly, like if you're 260 borderline, like not fat but also not lean,
Oh, well,
I think
that would be I'd be probably 230, 235 on
yeah,
stage. Yeah.
I was gonna say you still
No,
have
I think he was saying that 260
okay in the
actually
pro
true
league it's
lean.
249.
Dude, that
Jesus,
doesn't
that's a
even yeah.
big human being.
I think
What the fuck?
how tall is Sam Solik? Probably 6 foot, 6'1". I
I
think he was
have no
240s
idea.
on stage. Yeah, it's a big dude, man, a big dude. I had like 3 people at the gym today were like, "Damn, did you put on fucking like 20 pounds?" Blah blah blah. I was like, "Dude,
Finally,
I'm trying to. I'm still barely like 8 pounds up. It's been like a month and a couple weeks.
they're
I'm
looking you
not
with
trying to
different
push
eyes.
that just yet, huh?"
They're looking you with different eyes now.
I was like, last time you saw me, I was emaciated and completely depleted, brother. So yeah, I probably do
Yeah.
look like that.
Now you have
Yeah,
a little bit of a muscle belly, just a little bit.
yeah.
It's like no,
But
that's
yeah, other
perfect.
than that, hopefully, I just have to wait for her to settle in a decision because we got engaged this past year,
Ah,
and
yeah.
then we went back and forth on what we want to do. But I think we're both leaning more towards bouncing somewhere and doing it there. I doubt any of my family's on here, so hopefully they don't ever see that. Um, so that's a goal this year, and then travel more. I want to do at least 3 4 trips, which we already have 2 planned. So,
Let me know when
um,
you're going to Vegas. Why are you going to Vegas for though?
dude, in like 2 weeks. Fuck
Why?
yeah, dude. Like,
What for?
huh?
What for?
Her friend has a wedding.
Ah, got it.
Um,
Got it. Got it. Got it.
yeah, but there's gonna be. I want to also try to get tickets to there's a UFC fight.
Oh,
Like while we're gonna be there, dude, the card is stacked. Like it's gonna be a good, and she loves that shit. So I'm gonna try to. Her
I have
birthday's the
no,
next
I
month,
no
so
clue of who fights what. I have no idea. I'm not into
you
that.
haven't seen Patty the Batty on the internet?
No.
I know
The
you've
only
seen him
thing I know
somewhere,
about fights is that Giordani loves to bet on it. That's all.
probably,
No, no, no.
probably.
He does love to bet on it. Like he showed for a while all his bets, and he made bank on it. I'm not gonna lie. Good for him.
I can't bring myself to do it, bro.
No, me neither. But
Yeah,
how
no,
long are you gonna be there for?
beats me, bro. That's a good question. We got lucky, and her friend, they got something. I'm trying to fix this light. They got something with the hotel where we basically got a free room at the Caesars for
Nice.
like
Oh,
for I think 4 nights or something. So
dope.
I think we'll be there about that long, at least from what I remember. So yeah, that's good because Vegas is expensive.
Seriously, the amount of times we wanted to go and we were looking at hotels like any time of the year, even with her discount from her being employed for the Marriott, it's still like
Hmm.
over $200 a night or something like that. I'm like, what? And
Yeah,
for example, the places at Dallas, when I went for nationals, I got that for I think like $79 or $69 a night, something like that.
yeah,
So it was like
yeah.
hefty
It's
difference. So
it's
I'm
crazy out
thinking
there.
if I ever want to go to Vegas, the best thing will probably be to just get an Airbnb.
Probably, but I would assume that would be pretty expensive as well. No.
It will probably be for around the same price or less, honestly,
Mm.
because
Yeah,
hotels they don't. Or see if we can snag the timeshare from her grandma.
yeah.
We usually do that when we go to Vegas, but
I'm excited because they got the largest dispensary in the world. You know, your
ha,
boy gonna be in there, 100%.
is it really the largest dispenser in the world? Dude, if no, honestly, the main reason why I want to go to Vegas, it's not even bodybuilding related. I want to go to Barry's. It's my favorite restaurant in the world.
I don't know what that is.
It's a very, very, very good steakhouse.
Hmm.
Phenomenal steakhouse. Like the owner is the fucking best person ever, but just like the attention from there, the service
How
they
much we
provide
talking
it.
for a meal?
It's a steakhouse.
How much we talking?
Probably like 120, $150 per person, if you get drinks or stuff like that.
That's a pretty damn nice restaurant.
Yeah, you can probably keep it below. I mean, it's always depends on what steak you order on the dish and the sides and desserts and all the stuff. But you can probably go there for $200.
That's not too
It
bad, honestly, for somewhere nice in Vegas.
look check the menu just to double check it. Don't quote me on the $200, but I would say like for sure
I
three
probably
hundred.
won't go there regardless.
But you definitely should. Trust me,
We shall
it's
see.
yeah, it's
I'm
very good.
I'm 100% bringing my food with me for those days though, because I talked to one of my friends. They have been there a couple times, and
Mm.
she was like, "Dude, every time like there's nothing around that you can get that's like any type of like healthy whatsoever, unless you're obviously if you go to that fucking $200 steakhouse." But she was like, every time we go there, it's like leaving way too heavy. Like I'm not leaving anything to chance out there.
I'm not understanding that. I've been to Vegas a couple times, and I've never had an issue. Like if you're talking on the strip, you can still find places like what is it? The Forrest Gump restaurant, Baba Gump, I think it is. That's on the strip, and it's like in the middle of the whole strip. And inside the hotels, they also have good restaurants that you can order. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a shit ton of fast food, obviously, but
Hmm.
no one
There
tells
is
you
everywhere though.
to go to a Pink Box donut every single day. That's the
Well,
thing. If you
I'm
go there every day, then obviously you're gonna leave heavier. But
well,
I
regardless,
think this
I'm
is a lot
bringing my
like
shit.
yeah, I think this is a lot like with what we deal with our clients, like how when they go to trips, when they go on a little either weekend getaway or for a week long trip or whatever, it's always goes back to what the advice that we give them to them of like just find the places that they actually have good food and go there. Don't go to the fast food. You may have to drive a little bit further out. You may have to tell the waitress, can you cook this without that, or can you just modify this dish or whatever it is, but it just takes that little bit extra effort because Vegas is still a very very crowded city, and
Yeah,
obviously they're gonna tailor the restaurants and everything to any kind of person. So you're gonna have a lot of shit food, a lot of places that sell drinks, obviously, but then the same way you're also gonna have places that have healthy stuff. Same with anywhere else.
yeah. I can't wait to hopefully. I mean, I hope to God I get a chance to go to what's it called, Dragon's Lair.
Ah, yes, dude, I would be torn whether I'm going to Dragon's Lair, Neotech, or Torture.
Why wouldn't you go to all of them?
Well, it depends on how long I stay.
Well, I'm assuming you won't be there for what? Did you go there just for a day the last couple times? Are you close enough for that?
I'm like 4 hours away. Like that's what I was gonna say. Like if you would have stayed more than, or if you had other plans, like you go for a wedding, obviously, so it's gonna be busier time. I would have tried to just look at the hotel or
Not for
anything. And
me. I got to be at the wedding, and that's where I got to be, and that's all I got to be. I'm going to train outside of that.
yeah, I may bug you with the dates exactly and see if I can make like a little getaway. But
That would be
yeah,
sick.
no,
Drive down
last
and we'll hit
times.
legs.
Oh, I'm down. Last times I went, I don't. Well, definitely new tech was not a thing, and we're talking 2023 or 2024, something like that. It was a while ago, like when my mom came to visit. 2024. So that's the last time I've been. Torture gym, I think it was fairly new, and I also don't know where it was. And the timeshare was close to Dragon Slayers, and of course we
Hmm.
had other things that we wanted to do, and we didn't stay for that long. I think we only went for like two nights.
Hmm.
So I just trained one of them, and the rest was rest day. Um, yeah, no, I haven't gone in a while. I would honestly, I would even love to move there.
Really? I don't
Yeah.
think I can handle Vegas.
The thing is, Vegas, you think on all the crowded strip and everything, but
Yeah, but I
there's
wouldn't
so
want to
much.
live outside of that.
But there's the thing. There's a city just like there's a city outside Miami, like down
Yeah, but then
Miami
it's
Beach.
just like a normal city. And it's like what's drawing me? I wouldn't have personally anything drawing me there. Really, I don't think.
Yeah, in that aspect, yes, I agree. But then again, it's just a nice city. To me, I don't have anything drawing me anywhere. So I
Yeah, that's
consider
true.
it based on if I like the places, if I like the gyms that are gonna be around. Obviously, if the environment's good, the cost of living, housing, all this stuff.
Yeah,
So, all right, those are the main things that I look for. That's why Vegas is one of my things. Is um, and then yeah, you have the fucking heat melting summer, but you also
yeah,
have
yeah.
the four seasons there.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
The very hot summer.
No, just 4 seasons. You can keep all that shit. Make it
Oh,
hot
you just want
or
hot.
feel pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
had a
don't want
friend
any
that
of that.
just went to Clearwater and Jacksonville not too long ago. Oh, she went to fuck, the gym from the Miss Olympia, Derek gym.
Oh yeah,
Have you been?
Elysium.
Have
Hmm.
you been?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she
Not
told
a
me
not a
it's not
huge
that
fan.
big.
I mean,
It looked
it's not that big. It's four black walls, and it's Olympians train there, and I
yeah.
like personally, I don't care.
Yeah,
You know,
I honestly thought it would be. I mean, the videos at least it looks bigger.
the size doesn't really bother. Like, it's not a small gym. It's just not a massive gym. But that's the point. Like, that's why it's $160 a month. They don't want
Anyone?
regular gym crowd. Like,
Yeah.
so especially think about being Matt and Derek. Like, you're going to be filming in there. Like, you probably he probably wants to make money off of it, but also wants it to be semi-private. So, and he came from MEI or MI40. So MI40 is semi-private. It's not a ton of people in there. Like, people that had
Oh,
gone
really?
there. I haven't gone there, but my friends that have gone there regularly and have lived here for forever. They're like, dude, usually there's a handful of people in there at a time. I know when I was moving here, I had to do this for champs as well,
Hmm.
but I had to when I looked up MI40, you have to apply. You're put on a wait list. Like, yeah, dude, they're very selective. Like, I don't even think they let too many people in.
Damn.
So it's like
I've
170
never.
bucks a month. But it's like one of those places where like there's pros that'll get them for free, or like they'll pay way less a month, or like those places are super clicky.
Hmm. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I figure people who travel and they know. I think the owner is Ben Pakulski. I
Of
think.
MI40?
Yeah,
Not sure.
I believe that he is the owner, but I know. Well, yeah, when there's like any kind of show around Florida, around the area, then yeah, they'll go to the gym over there. So it's pretty crowded with pros. But I mean, I can see the pros, and in that aspect, I will justify paying that high of a membership. I know,
If
for
the pros are
example,
there?
no, 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 no. Just to like a gym like that is not crowded, that
Oh,
it's
yeah.
high
Oh,
caliber. Yeah.
if you're a pro, you're saying.
Oh no, just if I would live in there.
Oh, yeah. I'm not paying 100 like, even if like I've paid, 100 something dollars before but that was for Alpha Land, and I had multiple different reasons. I had just started like a huge uptick in like posting and that kind of stuff. Like, so I wanted that. I didn't start going there, but at one point I did get a membership there, for that stuff. So it's like it's not I'll, pay a more expensive gym membership if it's worth it to me, but those places just aren't worth it to me,
Gotcha. I
you
could
know.
see that. I know,
My
for
gym, like,
example,
gets new
yeah,
shit all the time. I love the environment in there. There's, pros that train in there too. Like, and I pay, $50 a month. So it's like,
yeah. For my gym, it's the same. It's like I think it's 40, but they are updating the machines pretty recently. But that's the
hmm
thing. Also with Dragon's Layers, I heard that there's a lot of times non bodybuilding, like just more of the gym pop, who go there and they leave the mess that you would expect from
oh,
a
I'm
gym.
sure. Yeah, they always will. Yeah.
So I don't know how Torture Gym is. I definitely don't know how New Tech Gym is, but it will be definitely worth to check out. Um,
hmm
yeah, it's just like I don't know. Some gyms I would probably justify. I mean, given how what we're doing, like we literally live based off making content.
Yeah.
So in that case, having a nicer gym, a not so
Yeah.
crowded gym, and definitely a gym that people will not complain if you're with the camera or whatnot,
Yeah.
it will definitely be worth it in that case.
Yeah.
Now I don't know
Yeah. We'll see.
$170 though, but
Uh, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know.
it has to be like the only gym in like a 50-mile radius, and it's
Yeah.
probably not.
Which I'm not gonna lie, bro. Not a lot of good gyms out here.
Define good gym.
Not a box gym, and
Box gym, you mean commercial gym?
yeah.
Got it.
Um, like you were saying, very like uh social media, recording friendly, bodybuilding centered gyms. We would like more on the, I guess you could say, hardcore side.
Mm,
But and there's just, and like the gyms, they're just very average, like there's no real gyms that are like, you're not gonna find a absolute recomp or like anything like super cool, which like Tampa is growing, so there's gonna be some gyms like, but that's why I like my gym, because like it's the first gym I found that was actually like not just some bland like commercial gym
mm.
with regular ass machines that I could find at LA Fitness. Like, you know, he just put in I it's a video I'll post at some point today, but I did a push day today, and he put in this weird like chest like flat bench press machine. It's phenomenal, dude. It's phenomenal. When you see the video, you might have used one before, but like you have to lay down in it, and it's like, how like a roller coaster like
Yeah.
comes down. It like has the bar like
Really?
does that, so it like locks in, and you have like shoulder rests, so you're super locked into place,
Oh,
super controlled.
yeah.
It's so smooth. Yeah, I got a great pump today.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, he's got some
I don't know if I've
machines I
seen it
haven't seen
before.
anywhere else.
That is definitely interesting. I would go against the current. I'm say I don't dislike some box gyms.
Oh, I can't stand them.
Like honestly, yeah, I get the people. I get the like they can be like pain in the ass on people with filming and whatever. But as just a gym to work out and work on myself, some of them I don't dislike them. When I moved here back for the first couple of weeks, I had like a free pass at the well, right now here it's called Esporta instead of LA Fitness.
Yeah. Hmm.
And the machines in there were pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, they were nice. They were smooth. They were taken care of. The gym was nice as well. They didn't mind the filming. Like the staff didn't mind the filming. Of course, they're like just respect all the members. I'm like absolutely, but it was very nice. I would have paid it if I didn't have Metroflex. But then also, I think it's starting to come up more and more when they do those kinds of bodybuilding gyms or not box gyms. And obviously depends on the area. You're gonna see more of them than not. Like Austin is very popular for those parts. Dallas as well. I mean,
Hmm.
anywhere in Texas. I don't know if you saw, but Absolute Recon they're opening like two or
Yeah.
three more locations just in Texas.
Yeah, I saw that.
They already have like two or three maybe. They're
I
open
hope they
some in
bring one to Tampa.
Florida. They're opening in Florida. I can't remember where it was. You probably can find it on the website or their Instagram page. But then
Yeah.
I like that they're starting to get more and more of those kinds of gyms for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, me
Most
too.
people, I wish most people just stayed at the Planet Fitness and leave those places in peace.
Dude, I was at I mean both the gyms today. I feel like I find this every year. Everybody hypes up which is stupid anyways, but the gyms are going to be so crowded and blah blah blah, like it's just never a problem. Like I was at Planet this morning, 5 people in there. I was at my gym this afternoon, handful of people in there. Like it's not, that stuff's actually, I got a question earlier. I put up a box.
Mm,
Someone, or more of a topic. Someone said talk about people shouldn't wait for this was the commenter's opinion, I guess, but people shouldn't wait for New Year's to change themselves, whatever. Kind of like oh, New Year's resolutions are stupid. Like
Yeah.
start before then, whatever. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I agree. I actually made a post on this. I feel people saying all my New Year's resolution is start to the gym or whatnot are just lying to themselves. Like, what makes you think they're gonna start on a freaking Thursday? That's exactly what I
Hmm.
said in the video. Like, if you didn't start on November or on December 18 or November 23rd, what makes you think you're gonna start on a freaking Thursday randomly on January 1st? Like, it's still another day. It's just
Yeah.
changed on a calendar number. That's all it's at. All it's at. But then also on the same line, if you want to start on January 1st, good for you. But then again, what tells you that is you're not gonna just stick with it for like 2 weeks and then lose some momentum? Because if you're the same person who didn't start sooner because of the holidays, which is 2 days, three if you want to count Thanksgiving all the way from November, the chances of you sticking with it and actually meaning what you're saying, it's very, very low. Honestly, I'm sorry to hear that, and I wish people will prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. But statistically, the same people who don't start earlier because of the holidays are the same people who will start on January 1st. They will quit by mid February, honestly.
So I would say, I guess I slightly disagree, but the those people, right? So doesn't matter if they pick a date or not. Like they have to start, and it is just going to be. So I feel like some people think it's going to be some process, and you're going to find these tips and tricks, or you're going to find these ways to do X, Y, Z, and like get the momentum. And but like genuinely, it's as simple as you wake up one day not as the person who's not choosing to do these things, and the next day you wake up and you're the person who chooses to do. Like
Yeah,
there is no in between time. You just
it's a
start it.
decision.
So it's for me, I don't really care necessarily, I guess, when you pick to do that. If you feel like um I'm like I made this post on my story where it's like I am the type of person now who has follow through and consistency. So, you know, making resolutions for myself or just goals, I guess, is like not a um it's something that does feel good and like kind of like that fresh start because I know I'm gonna do those things anyways.
Yeah,
So or like a Monday, even though usually it's just like I don't even know what day it is because I'm doing whatever throughout the week, even weekends, whatever. Still, like that Monday is still kind of that reset time. So like I still think it's a good thing for people, but it's I don't even think people are necessarily actually believing like they're gonna wake up and be this different person or feel a different way or anything. I think it's a social norm, obviously, but it's going to be the same whether you start on the first or not. So I don't care if that's the date you picked, right? If you fucked up and didn't pick any of the other 364 days, you want to pick this day, cool. That's awesome. But like like we were saying, like it's gonna be a choice no matter what. So if you
yeah,
don't start then, you're probably gonna have another year of going all the way through. Most people have that, right? They go another whole year going all the way through, not doing the shit they need to. So one of those, like it was like this for me, like one of those years I finally actually did what I said I was going to do in terms of New Year's goals and resolutions,
yeah,
you
and then
know?
you stuck with
So
it.
yeah. And like I've been there and like I know why people do those things. And like I was doing that too. But again, you can have New Year's resolutions on the first, or if you fuck up and aren't the person who starts it then, and it's July and you still haven't started, you can have your New Year's resolutions then. Like at some point, you just got to wake up and choose to make different choices.
It
So
is a matter of decision. I agree there. It's just like I mean, if someone really, like you said, just wants to choose to start today and will stick with it and will actually do it like they mean it and follow their word, great, wonderful. I love that. Good for you. However, statistically, you will see more people falling off the wagon. The same people who said they will start on this same day, the very first January 1st, majority will fall off the wagon a couple weeks later, maybe like by March, and they'll be like, ah, fuck it, I don't see any progress. Or the thing is, I think what will make the difference is the fact of not repeating the same patterns that they've been doing and failing every
Yeah,
single time. So
yeah,
if you've tried for 2 past years losing weight or whatever it is and you didn't make it happen, it didn't work, don't try it on the third time the same way on yourself, like, oh, maybe I'll try a different diet, whatever. Sometimes it's a matter of dropping the ego, and yeah, you may have to spend a couple $100, but those couple $100 will save you years ahead of time of spinning your wheels and going back and forth. Like, I had a friend of church who his father was like, every time he would want to lose weight for summer, he would go no carbs, keto, full
yeah.
keto. And then after
Super good
summer,
idea, man.
then I know, after summer, go back to eating carbs, whatever, gain all the belly back. Next
Yeah.
summer, next 3 months before, keto again. And it's like, why don't you just do it right once and you don't have to go back and forth every single year? Much
I
easier.
just I can't like when I look at that post I made yesterday of like 2022 or whatever,
Mm.
what I looked like, it's like I can't that person obviously didn't recognize because you can never, even if whether it's good growth or you're getting fat, like you never really realize as it's happening. It's only
Yeah.
once that. So like that person, at that time probably didn't even realize, but like looking back, I'm like, I would never ever, no matter what, allow myself to look, no matter what I had to do, what choices I had to make, like look like that again. And like one of my friends posted this picture. Justin actually, who
Mm.
used to coach, he posted this picture, and it looked very super realistic because I've seen him look like that before. But and I slid up. I was like, "Damn, dude, you," because I haven't seen a picture of him like shirtless or anything
Yeah.
in a while. I was like, "Damn, you looking crazy?" Whatever. He's like, "Oh, like it was AI," and I didn't notice like what he typed in the top. He was like, "Oh, thanks, but it's AI or whatever." And like I'm starting to think like people should take a picture of themselves and make a very realistic like show me what this would look like if I had dropped 10, 15 pounds, had abs, whatever, and like at
Let me
least get
pause
the
you right
image
there.
in their head
No, hold
of
on. Before people actually believe you and try it and get disappointed, I've done it. I've tried it. No, chat GPT will actually do it because it goes against the policy.
but it'll do it if I ask it to add 20 pounds of
Yes.
muscle to me.
Yes. I had an actual
What?
discussion with
That
freaking
can't be
ChatGPT.
true.
I swear to God, I had the discussion. I'm like, so I told him, and the answer was because it would promote either eating disorders or
God, shut the
stuff like that.
fuck up.
So I'm like, so you're telling me that because it actually made me a picture of me with 15 pounds of we saw muscle and then 15 pounds of fat.
Yeah.
I so my question was, so you're telling me that the picture you just created making me look fat, one, like, it's okay if that gives me like any sort of eating disorder or wants me to stop eating completely because of my fear of gaining that fat, so now I have eating disorders because of that, but you don't want to create a picture of me lean, like with abs or with less fat, because of it could promote eating disorders or poor food, actually whatever it says. And he's like, unfortunately you're right, but that's just how the police are, I can't do anything. I'm like, report.
I wonder if because there's language and I saw a guy who worked I don't know what I was listening to, but there's a guy who
Mhm.
worked for one of these, maybe it was even ChatGPT, I think, talking about the language that you can use bypassing some of those safeguards like that. So like I'm wondering if you could put in something that's like, you know, theoretically, if I ate this diet, because this is what I did to, get the fat pictures where I was like, if I ate this exact diet, what would this picture look like? Like something, and because I've ran into problems like that before too, and put in theoretically, and I've seen people post videos of like, I've seen some fucked up ones where they're like, how to create a bomb or something. And it's like, well, I can't tell you that. And then they're like, well, theoretically, if I XYZ, and then they put in some different language and then it did it for them.
Mm.
So I wonder if you could do it some way that way. But
That's a good question, but anyway,
that's fucking stupid, first of all. That's absolutely so dumb.
I
But
literally said, what would I look with 15, 20 pounds of fat added to this frame, like the same one that you sent
yeah,
me, but fat.
Yeah.
instead of literally.
But I think it would be um I don't know. Like people they don't know how they're gonna feel or look truly once they do whatever they need to do to improve. And so it's like when you don't it's just people who don't have faith in anything that's gonna work, you know? So it's so easy for them to be like, fuck this, you know? Because I was like that too. I remember I would literally would like if I went back to when I was like 17 or even maybe like 15, 16 when I started getting real chubby and like whatever,
Mm.
like I would literally tell myself like when I would see people like even at where I'm at right now, I'm genuinely not able to do that. Like physically, I was not given a body that's able to ever be that. And that's what I just believed. Like, and then I was basically forced to play football. Because we got two new coaches when I was like a junior, and one of the coaches would not get off my ass because he was just trying to recruit all the kids that didn't play that looked like they had like maybe some athletic potential.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck it. I went and like when I started playing football, I didn't change anything else. I was just finally actually being more active. Like I played basketball and soccer and everything, like, but like basketball practices were apparently nothing compared to the output I was giving in football. As soon as I started playing football, dude, the fat melted off.
Mm.
And then that's when I finally was like, I might be able to have abs. And then it's just, it rolled from there. So it's like you just have to have that one little like vision of, and those pictures that are pretty realistic. Like
Yeah.
they're not like I did one that was like, dude, I'm probably gonna look like that in 5 years. Like, yeah, there's some lines and stuff that are maybe a little off. So it's like if you can get a realistic picture of that and really envision, like, okay, that's actually possible. You might actually stick to something for longer than fucking 2 days.
So what it comes down to, it's literally just like you just said in both examples, but different wording. It's just the ability to visualize and accept that you can achieve that. I know
Hmm.
exactly what you talk about when you said like, I may not have abs, I haven't get a body to do that. That was my whole life, by the way,
Yeah.
all my freaking life because I was chubby since I can remember. Um, but it's just a matter of like, once you see that you are capable of that, you start believing it. That's when the motivation comes in. That's where first it's always discipline and then comes the motivation, whatever. It's just once you see it, once you accept that it's like, okay, I can actually do this
Hmm.
because I am looking at it right now. Or if you create a picture that is realistic, the thing with the picture is like you can create it, but if you have a glass half empty type of mentality, you're still gonna
Yeah,
think
it
like,
could be
well,
dangerous.
that is still ChatGPT, that's still like computer made, whatever. I really don't think I can achieve
How
that,
long
even
would
though
that
you have
actually
it
take?
exactly. Even if you have it in front of you and it's like a 5 pound difference, like a small difference. If you still see
Hmm.
the glass half empty, you're not gonna believe it until you suck it up. You start doing what you should be doing for like some people don't realize how much they can change in 4 weeks time. Depends how bad their habits are. 4 weeks of getting good healthy habits in place could literally change like an 180 turn, and it's
Well,
like
yeah,
it's
I have a
insane.
client that sent in a check in today, 2 weeks. Even I opened the pictures and was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Like that's a lot of that was a lot. And the weight didn't change a ton. It was like a pound and a half. But like, dude, I'm sleeping better than I ever have before. Dude, workouts are this is what workouts were supposed to feel, all those biofeedback things that we focus on and like how they're feeling and like how the body responding and things. And so it's like you yeah, like you said, you can do a 180 real quick. And I think that's why I focus so much on the things that I focus off immediately, which is like really it's not a whole lot of supplements. It's not a whole lot of like most people are just needing those lifestyle
Hmm.
routines, consistency with the food, and all of a sudden their fucking lifelong problems are no longer a struggle anymore. It's fucking crazy. But I do feel like too subconsciously accepting that you can do XYZ is terrifying because how much time did you just waste? this was actually possible this whole time. Let's say you're 25, 30. You've been a fat fuck for 3 decades. Accepting that you could make a measurable change in months, that I feel like subconsciously keeps people in the dark in their own mind in terms of I'm going to tell myself this isn't possible because I know like once I accept like, oh, I could have done this, I could have done this 3 years, all of these hardships, all of the pain, all the suffering, all that shit didn't have to happen ever if I would have just accepted this, whatever, how long ago. So it's like that fear of the
Proving
positive
themselves right.
being true. Huh?
Sorry, proving themselves wrong.
Yeah, yeah. And that can be, I think, just as because like you hear I know Justin said this a bunch, but like people identify with those issues,
Yeah.
because it can be used as crutches to have a very easy life, very
Yes.
easy life. It on the
Like
front end, I mean, it
ADHD.
seems easy, yeah, until you start having health complications and shit like that. But
Every dude, I swear to God, every time I still see someone sharing or labeling themselves or saying, "Oh, my ADHD makes me do this," or "Oh, I'm ADHD person," I'm like, should I say something? I'm like, oh, I'm so close to just typing right there. I'm like, ADHD is not real, and then just light the fire, let it explode, let it just blow their minds. But yeah, ADHD is probably the easiest example for saying that. People was
you
just
can't blame them though. Like
no. It's because
you're told.
you're told everything by people wearing white coats, which it makes it more credible. I mean, they spend a fortune trying to get that degree, and kudos to them because it's hard going to med school. But then again, they also probably don't know better because that's what they were told. Like that's what they were
Mm,
taught. So it's just like, is it easier to believe someone who spent thousands and thousands of dollars on a degree and has learned something from a certified source, or is it better to trust Matias, who just connected the dots and learned from Justin Mihaly, which also connected the dots? But at the end of the day, Nick Comorina said it perfectly, and I'm like, some people are not ready to hear this. And was you're just I think it was on his book. That's the book you need to read. Surrender from him. Amazing book.
okay,
It's also quite short. It's like 100 and something pages, I believe. It's not that big.
cool.
That's what she said. Anyway, he said people who get degree are also just people learning from
Yeah.
someone else who were just curious about something and started telling others, like exactly the same way as Justin learned something, exactly the same way as we are learning something. It's just they learned it for so long ago and it's been so, let's say, established that that became the right knowledge, that became the whatever you want to call it. I can't think of the
And
word
then
right now.
those same motherfuckers are going from that school and coming over to Justin and learning from him.
Yeah, but then what I want to say is just like the people who wrote and teach all this that is being taught in colleges at the very beginning also learned them from trying themselves or from a book that they found or for whatever. It's like someone had to start it at some point and didn't go to college to learn that because there was no such thing.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
but it's like it's not the same thing. But hey, I
No
don't have
critical
a
thinking.
paper. Huh?
No critical thinking. No
No,
critical
it's
thinking.
okay. It's okay. It's
And it's
okay.
like
We
all of the structure and the what do you call it? Like the diagnosis process of stuff. Like all of that was just kind of exactly what we like. There's some shit that we'll do, or I know sometimes it's like, let's try it. I
yeah.
think this will work. And if it does, then you repeat it and you repeat. Like that's just what science is, bro. You try something. Oh shit, an educated try. Oh shit, that worked. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, and at some point it becomes fact and science and whatever you want to call it.
And it
So
still won't work in every single case, but it's okay.
yeah, yeah.
But hey,
But
that's probably
neither
the
the
one
medications
one
that
and
they
only
throw
way,
you.
right?
Yeah,
That's the only way things can work. And if it's another way, it's absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, I got another one before we end this, and it was this one's
are you still in the
pretty
live?
simple, but huh?
Are you still doing the live?
Yeah, but this was on the question box I put up earlier.
Oh, I
Somebody
just
was
didn't know
asking
like
about.
you can, or you wrote them down somewhere else.
I just remember a handful of them that
Ah,
I
got
got
it, got it,
asked
got it.
earlier. One of them was uh, hit cardio for fat loss. Um,
I hate hit cardio.
pretty pretty case depend. So it's all going to be about that energy balance at some point, depending on what your goals are, right? So like if let's take a bodybuilder for example. I know the person that asked this question is one, so like that's I'll start there. You're not going to see tons of bodybuilders and prep doing tons of hit cardio and those kinds of things. We need to be able. That's going to be a lot more taxing. Heart rate's not going to be at a steady, usually you want to keep that in between like, 120, 130. It's not going to be in that steady range for the entire time. You're going to be in up and down in like, zone 3, zone 2. So overall, like for me, I'm not going to do that if I'm in a prep or something because it's going to be too overly taxing and it's also not going to be in that, steady state like zone 2 where I want to be. Now, if you're someone who's just like I just want to be, healthy and shape, fit, whatever. Like you don't really have any major like muscular goals, or you're going for, bodybuilding or anything like that. Like it for just purpose of burning calories. I mean, it's something that lots of people use. You can use that. Like if you're someone who just needs to be active, like maybe you just have a decent physique already, you're just trying to be active, you can use it. But like you said at the beginning, I hate that shit. I don't want to do that. Um, but yeah, I would say it's very case dependent. But for that person that asked that question, if you're listening, I wouldn't do that if I were you, just because you're a bodybuilder and just do your steady state cardio and you'll be all right. But if you enjoy it, or if you're doing something that's like classes, stuff like that, sure. Like I have a guy right now that runs for his cardio. He also likes to run, also likes to lift. You can use all different forms. It's just going to be what are your goals and what is that going to be the best decision out of all the forms of cardio you could do. Where do you want to be able to recover the most? What do you want to have to recover the most from? If you're, like I said, in a prep or something, you probably don't want to be recovering from 2-hour runs. It's probably not a great idea. It's probably not going to go super well. You're going to probably be super fucking fatigued. But if you're in a surplus or just regular person, sure.
Okay,
Go ahead.
question though. In that aspect, in that example that you just said about running 2 hours, you have a calorie goal for the week.
Yeah.
What if the person decides to just hit all his calorie goal on one day, on one run, on a rest day, for example? Wouldn't it be the same?
Mm, I don't. I
Gotcha, bitch.
anecdotally, I don't think so. Huh?
Gotcha, bitch.
But honestly, like for you, would that be I know part of it is just you love doing your morning cardio, but I think there's definitely a benefit from doing there's multiple different benefits, even if it's not directly fat loss related. There's going to be way more benefits to me. I don't want to start my day 1 day a week with movement and then the rest of the days I'm not doing cardio in the morning. I think especially with fasted cardio, I'm definitely on team fasted cardio. I would much rather have that spread out over the week, you know, 5, 6, 7 days a week for even if it's just the only extra benefits you were going to get from it were the mental side of things, or, like my digestion definitely feels 10 times better when I do that in the morning. I definitely have more energy throughout the day. I'm definitely, all of those, cognitive benefits, digestion, all those things. It's going to be, and if I go out and do a 2-hour run or anybody, rather than splitting it up, I mean, the rest of that day better be a rest day.
Hmm.
You're gonna be. I mean, at least I would be. I would be fucked up if I ran
Yeah,
for
I
two
would,
hours, bro.
my shins would be screaming for mercy.
But if you're, I know bodybuilding. Like, there's one guy that uh, I follow and I'm friends with online. He is like runs marathons, ultra marathons, does mountain running, like all that kind of shit. But he's also like a damn good bodybuilder too, and like has some good size to him. So
Mm,
it's like everybody has their thing. I think people overthink the cardio thing. Like you need to fucking
do it.
move and burn some calories.
Yeah. In that I agree. When it comes to the hit, I actually saw, and with a very good reason behind it, John Jewett do it, but he would do it on the off season. In
Hmm.
the off season, I can see how hit cardio can be beneficial, but for a prep, I would think you can still get away with it. Very person dependent. I think it's a very great tool to put if someone is kind of like struggling to drop that fat and it's already doing like a decent amount of cardio and has in a it's already in a relatively low amount of calories. So instead of putting more, I had people who I told them two of these sessions do high intensity sessions
Hmm.
during prep, whatever they want.
Yeah.
So like, but I wouldn't make like, for example, if they're already doing 45 minutes a day, I wouldn't put a 45-minute hit
Yeah.
session. Absolutely not. But I will tell them, for example, if they're doing that much, I would say 20 of this 45 do a hit, and then the rest just do steady state. Something like 15, 20 minutes. And I've seen show improvements, yeah. But I wouldn't do all the cardio sessions on a hit. I wouldn't do over 20 minutes of hit. 20 is like the borderline high.
That's a good point
And
too. Yeah,
yeah.
capping it.
And then
Hmm.
of course it's you gotta consider that hit will tax your CNS much more than regular cardio like Liz.
If you're doing it
Or
right.
regardless, I mean I don't know how you can do it. How do you can do it wrong? You just do
Laziness.
intense to run. Huh?
Laziness. Like if you're on a treadmill, right? Let's say you're doing an incline walk, you're kind of, unless you step off the fucking treadmill, you're kind of forced to keep going. I feel like in a hit scenario where there might be some ups and downs and some, it's you're not, your pace is not forced, so you could find yourself
Yeah. Do you know
going a
who
little
I've
less hard than you should.
do you know who I've heard said that they use hit on a spin bike
Yeah,
before?
you can do that. Yeah,
Feel this.
I can see that.
I no, I've heard
Dustin
him
had me
say it,
doing
and
that at
he
one
did
point.
it with one of his clients, a very good client of him. I haven't seen in a while, so probably it's not with him anymore. Younger guy, but huge legs. But he himself, and he would make this guy also do hit cardio on the spin bike after legs, and he will tell him crank, yeah, because it will be like a concentric type of training. It wouldn't
Damn.
be muscularly fatiguing like squats because you don't have the eccentric aspect of it that will tear all the muscle and do all the all the damage. Basically, it's like the sled. When you push the sled or the stairs, yeah, it hurts in the moment, but it's not something that will make you literally sore technically.
Yeah, but it
So
sucks ass.
yeah, it absolutely sucks. But
That after
if
a
you
leg day
see
would be
his
brutal.
yeah, but it will be brutal, but you still it's like a way of training your legs even more and also conditioning because you're burning all that shit ton of fat by doing that. But yeah, that
That's
was actually a
true.
very interesting.
I didn't even
But he
think
would
about
only
that.
make it do on leg days because of the leg training aspect of it. But that's something that I will never do in my life.
No,
Sorry,
no,
there's no way.
no. I had uh I had some spin bike stuff. It wasn't like post leg day hit cardio, but on one of my plans that Justin gave me. But I hate those things. I hate those things so much.
It is like you said, like you can ease on it unconsciously versus the stairs or
Because
the
you're
treadmill.
not being forced necessarily to
Yeah,
go any type of speed, I
yeah.
guess. But I'll stick to my treadmills, and I'm not touching the stairs unless someone forces me to.
I honestly will. I think I. I mean, no, I think no. I would love to be able to have a treadmill right here or something because for me, I think my bike. I mean, I don't go like my Apple Watch shows 145 beats per minute minimum. Like I'm doing 145, sometimes 150, and I'm like, well, I should be doing 125.
Yeah,
But it's like I don't know how to go slower, dude. It's boring. It doesn't do shit.
yeah.
It's like how the fuck do I want to do it? It makes no sense. Like What do I need to pedal like this? That's boring.
Do you think there's a major difference in, like, for you, like if you have someone in prep, are you going to ever force them to do a stairs? Are you ever going to force them to do any like specific, or are you just going to,
Nah.
let them choose, like,
Yeah.
as long as the calories get burnt?
Yeah. I gave instructions on how to do it, which is I
Well,
usually
yeah.
tell them. I mean, like intensity wise, I tell them I want you to do it hard enough so that if you wanted to keep a conversation going, you would struggle.
Hmm.
But without it, it wouldn't be out too hard. You shouldn't be out of breath
Yeah.
just from doing the cardio alone. So that usually puts them at like 135, 140 beats per minute.
Yeah. Cause I always used to wonder that early on, like, oh, should I be doing the stairs? Is that gonna do more for me? Like, I will say if I'm on like an elliptical or something, I don't know if it's the different setting on the watch or whatever, but like even if I'm in the same heart rate, I burn way more way
Yeah,
more calories.
yeah. Well, it's more demanding.
Yeah, for sure.
Same as the stairs, like you're literally doing a mini leg press every single time, or a mini lunge every single time, body weight. So
Mhm.
yeah, if you're doing 100 floors,
God,
like,
that shit sucks, dude.
uh, but if you're doing, you probably see like 1,200 steps. Like imagine 1,200 lunges.
Oh my fucking god.
So it's, yeah, obviously it's gonna be more demanding and it's gonna be more time efficient, but it's also gonna be more taxing. That's why usually they say people is like, if you just want to burn fat, just don't go fast. Like don't sprint on the stairs like you
Mhm.
see some people do, trying to burn more fat in less time. No, it's like you can
That's
burn.
not it's
Yeah,
not where yeah.
just doing like a. I did the last time not too long ago a stairs post workout at level, I think it was 5 or 6, and it kicked my ass.
Yeah, that I haven't done it in a minute. It would kill me.
Yeah, and it's not fast, but I'm like, shit. Gotta be careful what you wish for, boy.
Swear. But yeah, man, I'm another year excited. Hopefully we can achieve all the things. I want to see you move out here to Florida. That's what I want to see.
Not Florida. Yeah, I
He's
don't know.
like, "Yeah, no, no."
No, honestly, Florida is not out of the picture. The weather wise is more like like Buenos Aires, like when I was born. It's humid. I mean, in Argentina, you did have the 4 seasons, but I'm not concerned too much about the cold. I'm more concerned about the heat.
I'm fine with the heat. It can be hot, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, for you, I really don't like that much hot. It makes me not want to do anything.
That's how I am with the cold. Shuts me down completely.
Yeah, same. But the cold, I enjoy it. I
Wrecks
don't
me,
know.
bro.
I also think like I'm just being overly dramatic with it. Like for example, when I went to Vegas for my show, peak summer, peak 110, 112 degrees, I was fine.
Yeah, you were also probably fairly lean and cold all the
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
yes. But then when I went to, what was it, Palm Springs, not too long ago, and we had 120 degrees, that was tough. That
That
was
sucks.
freaking tough.
Yeah, that sucks.
So see, I don't want to be in a place that is like 120. I'm like,
That's one of those places you leave your flip flops outside and they
melt.
shrink because it's so hot.
Seriously.
That's happened to me a couple
The only
times.
way I would love to be, I would be in that place if I have a Tesla that I can turn the AC from far
Yeah.
away. I honestly
You can
swear.
do that with a lot of cars.
Really?
My car does that. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
My
Okay.
car is the key is your phone.
Ooh.
There's
I
a
mean, I
key
guess
too,
technology.
but
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Definitely, I would love to just go and see what the deal's it about for like a week, different places. If things still go as they've been coming at this rate, I mean, I would be able to do that relatively soon. Um, and I would love to go like just stay like prolonged time,
yeah.
maybe like a week, maybe 2 weeks. We'll see. Um, I would love to go. Well, Florida. We'll see the areas. I know my mom would love if I moved to Florida. It's cheaper to visit. It's cheaper. The airfare is
It is.
we're close to Miami, whatever. Um, I want to check the Carolinas. Actually like Austin Hodges mentioned. I replied to his story and I said like move the fuck out of Cali, and he's like come to the south, and I think he lives in South Carolina or North Carolina either. I don't know.
Okay.
He's somewhere out there,
Yeah.
but I want to visit both. Vegas, I already been. Texas, I at least will do it. We'll make a trip this year just to fuck
I
around.
want to too.
I want to go to Dallas though, so I'd probably just do both places one shot, like in one trip. Couple days in Dallas, couple days in Austin. I don't know.
Oh,
Uh,
you mean okay? So you're still gonna go to Austin when you go?
I mean, I have to go visit Justin. Like, why wouldn't you? Who wouldn't want
Yeah.
to be with
The
a
new
fucking
the new
golden
crib
retriever
too.
energy? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let me know if you do go out there, because shit, I'll try to go at a
we can
similar
plan it.
time.
We can plan it for more like around the
Not
hotter
when it's
weather.
fucking cold.
Yeah, no when
That
it's
shit
30
sucked.
degrees during the day. Please.
That shit sucked. It was so
Look,
cold.
I would
So
never
cold.
forget. I was when I left that one day that I walked all the way to Justin's apartment to get the luggage. I
Yeah.
had just a jacket and those thin ass joggers, and it
Yeah.
was 30-degree. I felt homeless, dude. I swear to
Oh
God, I felt
shit.
like a homeless
Yeah.
person. I felt bad. I was fucking freezing, and everyone was like cozy
Imagine
with
actually being a
coats.
homeless person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel bad. I'm not saying it
Yeah.
like in a bad or insulting way. I'm like I feel awful.
Same. I always wonder
Absolutely.
how you're surviving on that.
Mm. Yeah,
But
no
yeah,
way.
we'll definitely plan that. Hopefully by that, I mean, fuck. By that point, hopefully we're teammates and GH mates.
I'm gonna post a story. It's arriving tomorrow, technically. I'm gonna post a story. Mark my words. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna post. Creatine didn't work for me, so I'm taking it to the next
GH
level.
now. I can't. I gotta start soon, bro. 'Cause you're shit. You'll get to 260 lean before I do. Fuck.
I just want to be at least 240, bro. Fuck. I'm
We'll
like
see, bro.
220, 223.
Yeah.
I'm.
Same.
It's a low. It's a lightweight. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Same.
Wrap it up.
All right, y'all. All right. Well, we'll be back next week. This will be up
Right by the weekend.
Monday or by the
Yeah.
weekend. Whenever Sir Matias decides, it'll be up. And yeah, happy New Year to everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. If you are on the live, appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, it's time to go eat.
Time to go eat. Yes,
That's how
sir.
we end
All
it
right.
every time.
Thank you all. I know, right? So it's
All
time.
right, y'all. We out.
Peace.